This is April, the leader of Black Hawk Downtown's host team, and I just wanted to make a video this week and spice things up a little bit. So the purpose of this video really is to just encourage you guys and let you know you're amazing people, and then also talk a little bit about one of the positions on the host team that I want to have our team be intentional about. So I just wanted to start off by saying I've been so blessed leading such an amazing group of people on the host team so far these last 2 months, and I'm very excited to be able to continue leading you guys in the future. So I can just point to specific things where members of the host team really have stepped up to the plate and made people feel very comfortable coming to Black Hawk Downtown. And so I want to say thank you to all of you guys and how intentional you've been making people feel like they're part of a family when they come to Black Hawk Downtown and not just, you know, a passive participant in what we do. So thank you so much for that. One of the things I love about leading the host team is spending some time each week praying for you guys as individuals, as well as for Black Hawk Downtown, and specifically for the host team and what we're doing as we serve the Black Hawk Downtown community. And so as I was praying, the Lord sort of brought up to me that there's a position on the host team called the family room / balcony position. You might have seen it in the emails as, like, you know, it's like host, family room / balcony, host captain. And that's sort of what we try to fill every week. And as I was praying with the Lord, I realized that I hadn't been very intentional about making sure that that position was filled every week. And so I want to say that I'm sorry that I didn't do a good job making sure that that position was filled so far in these past 2 months, and I want to let you know that that's something that I'm really going to be focusing on and making sure is filled in these coming months, and making sure that that there's somebody always doing the host team, the family room position. And so first I wanted to say thank you to the people who have been very intentional with that position so far. There's some people who are signed up for a monthly rotation already and are making sure that that position's filled every week. And so I thank you for doing that and providing that that position be filled every week. So if that's you, thank you for making sure that that happens. But as I was thinking about why I wasn't very intentional with the family room position so far, I realized it was a lot because I didn't actually have a good vision for what that position was and why we do it. And so I wanted, you know, if I don't have a vision for that as the leader of the host team, you guys might not know exactly why we have that position either. So I thought I'd make a quick video and let you guys know why we have that position. So the reality in being a part of Black Hawk Downtown and being in the Majestic every week is that we're located at a bar where, you know, even though we use that space to worship the Lord and learn more about Him, that's not how it's used throughout the week. And so the family room, or that back room in the balcony area where we have our morning prayer meetings, is used to store and serve a lot of alcohol at other parts of the week. And unfortunately, that's not something that we're able to lock up or stop from working. There's like a keg back there that we just can't turn off. And so we recognize that that can present a significant temptation for some of the members of our congregation who might be tempted by alcohol, and having it so readily available in a place that's not super monitored, if there's not somebody at the family room area, can be really tempting for them. And so in having somebody be part of the family room position, we're actually being a blessing to some of those individuals and just providing another layer of accountability that, you know, they have to walk past somebody to go back there who's, you know, watching out for the room. So it can help people sort of resist the temptation that alcohol could present. So that's one of the main reasons that we have the family room position, but also that we want to reserve that space for the families who might use it. So sometimes, you know, when you have young children and they come to church, they might not be in the best mood and they might need their own space. And so we like to have the family room available for those mothers or fathers and their very young children who might get a little fussy and just need to be, you know, in a different place. So that's the point of the family room, and so by sort of monitoring who goes into that room, we're really blessing those families and having that area be as private as possible for them, you know, so that their kid can kind of relax a little bit or not be surrounded by so many people. So a couple quick logistical things about the family room. One of them is there is a bathroom back there, and if people know about it and want to use it, it's okay to let them. If you're in the family room position, you can let them go back there. But if people don't know, it would be better to encourage them to use the bathrooms on the first floor of the Majestic, just again, so we can reserve that room for the families who need to use it. We also have bagels and coffee in that room, and those are for the Black Hawk Downtown volunteers. So if you're serving a Sunday, you are welcome to have those, or you are welcome to take some of the coffee and the bagels. But on weeks that you're not serving, we'd ask that you reserve it just for the volunteers. And then also just let other people know. Recently there's been some people sort of discovering the bagels and the coffee, and since, you know, at Brighter Way they provide coffee every week for free to people, people don't know that those are supposed to just be for the volunteers. And so what we do with the extra bagels and coffee, some weeks Christina said we donate those to Free Food Revolution or other causes. And so for people who aren't volunteering, we'd ask that they reserve those bagels for the volunteers and then for donation rather than having them themselves. And one of the visions of Black Hawk Downtown is to support the local businesses around us. So if anybody's asking about the bagels, like, can I have the leftovers or whatever, you can just encourage them to go support some of the local businesses around the Majestic Theater and reserve the bagels more for the volunteers and for donating. So that's what you can do if people ask. And then finally, the family room position isn't necessarily a hosting, greeting position per se. I served on the family room last week to sort of gain a little bit more vision for what the position entails, and I did get to say hi to people as they came up the steps, and a couple people came to me for questions and stuff, but we have 4 other hosts whose purpose is to kind of greet people, hand out bulletins, make people feel really at home at our church, and then the family room position is something different than that. So if you sign up for the family room position, basically what you're doing is you're just remaining at that chair just as people are coming in and out of the church and that kind of thing to, again, reserve the room for its purpose and just ask others to sort of let the room be for the families who need it. So specifically for first service, that would look like going to the prayer meeting in the morning, and then right after the prayer meeting just coming out, sitting at the chair that's right by the family room, and then just basically remaining at that chair until the person from second service comes and says you can go now, like, and then that second service person comes again, because we don't want to leave any time in the transitions where we don't have that room monitored, because we do want to provide that accountability for anybody who might need it. And then for second service, you'd come preferably about 15 minutes before the service starts so that the first service person can leave, and then you would stay there basically until the balcony is kind of emptied after second service, so maybe like 10 minutes or something like that after the service, again, just to make sure that the room is always monitored by somebody. Finally, in the family room, we always have a radio, so if there were to be a problem, I don't think there has been ever, but if there was some sort of problem, you can grab that radio and use it to call down to the information desk and just let them know what you need, and then the information desk would pass that on and send up somebody to help you. So that's kind of the position itself. And so if you look on the host schedule, you would probably see that there's not many monthly rotation slots for the family room filled at this point. And so if that's something you'd be interested and able to do, to sign up for like one service once a month on the family room position, you can just reply to this email. Just reply to me, April, and let me know that you'd be able to sign up for a monthly rotation, and we can get you into the schedule. If not, that's totally cool too. I'm so appreciative for you serving on the host team and greeting people on a monthly rotation. That's awesome too. So no pressure, but if that's something that you'd be willing and able to do, please let me know. So that's the end of my video. I just want to say again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of the things you do for Black Hawk Downtown, and I will see you around church. Thanks.